gluten-free yellow sheet cake. We're gonna make this today. It's for my sister's birthday, so hopefully everything turns out good. And I'm kind of in a rush because I gotta go to work. So let's get started. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. First basic step, okay? And sorry if the camera is crooked. This is my new camera, so I'm kind of testing it out. But yeah, let's get baking. Okay, so you want 3/4 cups of softened butter. And this is unsalted organic butter. So I'm just gonna put in there. There's 1 stick and then 1/4 of a stick. Cups of butter in the bowl, okay? And then you want 1 1/3 cups of sugar. Now I have here some maple sugar with some cane sugar. So to make this sugar free, you can just use all maple sugar and it's delish. But I reduce it to 1 cup of sugar, but the recipe calls for 1 cup and 1/3. I just do a cup. We don't need all that sugar. 1 cup and 1/3, that's too much sugar, right? Sugar in the bowl. Okay, it's for 2 minutes. You want to blend the sugar and the butter for 2 minutes until it gets nice and creamy. And this is what's going to help with our yellow cake, that yellow cake, and with the eggs. We're going to use eggs, right? This is not a vegan recipe. Okay, so 2 minutes. Get it nice and creamy, just like this. That's the texture that you want. The eggs, so you want 3 eggs. Three eggs. And we're just gonna blend it after each egg. 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla. I don't have quite that much, but the soy milk that we're gonna be using is vanilla flavored. So that helps me out a little bit. So vanilla extract. So there's 1. Another egg. Last one. We're good. You don't want to beat it too much, so that's plenty. Okay, just mix all this together. Color, as you can see, it's already looking pretty yellow. So we want that yellow cake. All right, so this is everything. Okay, so now we want to add in our milk. So I have 1 1/4 cups of soy milk with some apple cider vinegar to make us some buttermilk, right? And soy milk is the best milk to use to make your own buttermilk. I think it just really like clunks up like regular buttermilk. So I would suggest using soy milk. And then we have our flour. So this is gluten-free, and I recently discovered one of the past holidays when I was making this cake that you can make it gluten-free. I use Measure for Measure flour. Let me just show you. So this is the flour that we're using to make it gluten-free. Perfect substitute. Just use the same amount of flour that you would that's called for in the recipe, 2 1/2 cups. I have a mix of baking soda and baking powder. The recipe just calls for baking powder, but I feel like baking soda really makes for a cake. So I have about 1/2 teaspoon or 3/4 of baking soda, and then 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. You can do what the recipe says, or you can do the changes that I've made, and also 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just go ahead and just mix that all together here. Alternate between flour, milk, flour, milk, flour, milk, flour, milk. Hey, that's a jingle. Okay, so we put in a little bit of flour, and we don't need the blender at this point. We're pretty much done. I'm trying to be kind of quiet because I do live in a shared space, so, you know, almost everybody's gone to work except for, you know, one people, so I don't need to do it. Anyway, flour, and then add in our milk. Making a cake for someone's birthday is a nice thing to do, and I've learned from the past year kind of what I went through this past year, that life is short, guys. So if you can bake a cake for a friend, for a family member, do it. It's a wonderful thing to do. If you can't bake a cake, buy a cake, right? We have the rest of the milk and the rest of our flour. Give a little spank. Just lightly spank it. There we go. Make sure everything. Wait, I'm looking at this viewfinder. Sorry guys, I'm supposed to be looking here. All right, anyway, new camera, new setup. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get the pan. So I've got this pan because this pan has a lid to it, and like I said, I'm about to leave, so I can bake the cake, put a lid on it, and then I can come back home when I'm done with work and frost it. Here we go. You're gonna bake this for 30 to 35 minutes. Just pour this into my pan. This is a 13 by 9 baking pan. So 13 inches by 9. This is probably gonna be too big in my opinion. You could use a smaller pan to make it even higher, right? But I think this will be okay. I think we'll be okay. This oven's preheated, so it can go straight in the oven. It's smelling good. Let's look at it. It's looking good. Oh my goodness. Like literally the whole house smells like yellow cake. It smells so good. It's now, it should be done now. I want to let it cool before I put that top on it, so. Alright guys, so the frosting is going to be simple, some butter and some chocolate chips.